Friday night is very unusual because we do tarmac and gravel, and quite often on the same stage, and it's not typical in rallying here in the US. So you've got to use a tyre that's hard enough to sustain yourself on the tarmac, but not too hard, because when you hit the gravel you need to be able to get the traction there as well. So and the tarmac is so aggressive, you can't be really hard on it either, because it'll destroy your tyres. So really Friday night you got to be a very smart driver, not drift on the tarmac, and save your tyres for the gravel stages.
How was the first 4 stages?
Well, to be honest, not very fair. Seamus is getting no dust. Everyone behind him is grinding to a total stop. I don't know why they haven't given everyone an extra minute, because it's not fair. He's pulling a minute per stage, which is impossible to make up.
Wow.
That's really unfair.
Do you feel like you can make anything up on this tarmac?
No, not really. I mean, him and I, you know, on the tarmac, he's a little bit quicker because he's a little braver, but once everyone hits the dust, we're at complete stops. And it's not just us, all the cars in front and behind us. It's just not fair. I mean, all we want is a fair shot to run with everyone else. Okay, at the Dillon turnaround stage, we noticed the turbo hose was partly blown off. So we were getting about half the boost that we needed, but half is better than none. So we got through Dillon just fine, came back, the crew fixed it, went out, can't even remember the stages, but did the first stage after service. Car was fine, go into the second stage and drops on the 3 cylinders. So now we're into limp mode. So you tend to drive the car a lot harder because you don't have the power. Now we don't lift for the water bars, we bounce off everything. You try everything you can not to slow the car down because you can't accelerate. So they're working furiously on it, trying to figure out what the heck's going on, and boy, I just got to keep up front. Luckily, being in front, I can control the rally, so when I slow down, everyone sort of has no choice because of the dust up there. So that is to our advantage. They can pull a little bit of time, but they can't pull a lot. So finally, I can control it. Man, what a turnaround. I mean, I thought there's no way I could beat Seamus. The next thing he's out, and then we're in a comfortable position. It's really funny. You don't like to think about it, but you do. You start thinking about, you know, man, we could win this, and what will this do to the points and everything, and next thing it's just taken away. And you know, Richard Burns has a saying when something like this happens, and that is that you're utterly gutted, and that's exactly how I feel. I mean, we're second overall, which is amazing. My highest finish ever, but it feels like it's nothing. It's really funny. I think if I'd been third and scrapping, got into second, I'd be stoked. But here we were in first place, just cruising, still setting fastest, second fastest times, and then it's gone. Nothing you can do. It's rallying.
Well, it seems like it's also rim. It seems like that's rim at its best and worst, certainly.
It is, but you know what? Rim is so cool. The berms, the water bars, the big drops, the heat, the cold, the mud, everything. I love it.
Good job.